There's a particular road that has continued to give problems to Nigeria, so to speak, the Benin-Ore-Shagamu Expressway. It has consistently failed, especially around Ore. And the last time we visited that site was being handled by the Ministry of Works. And you said there are engineers there that are registered with Koren and with the Society of Engineers. Yeah. How is it that it has continuously failed?
Now let me
with
give you that.
Engineers there to do the repairs, like we're there, they were doing repairs, and it still fails.
Yeah. Okay, let me give you let me answer you this way. Every engineering design structure requires maintenance. And actually, there are different levels of maintenance. We have what we call routine maintenance, we have recurrent maintenance, we have periodic maintenance. I have before me here a report by Central Bank of Nigeria that says that most of our road has not been maintained in the last 30 years. So if you have not maintained a road in the last 30 years and all you do is wake up one day and you begin to think you begin to fill pothole. Now let me tell you that filling a pothole is not maintenance, it's not road maintenance. If you have ever traveled to this country, you see at times that a road is going to completely be, asphalt will be relayed on the road, even when there are no potholes. There are times when you go through some roads, you find out that the riding is no longer smooth. It's like the granite and the stone are beginning to come out. So you hear noise when you drive through those roads. Those roads require maintenance. And what they need to do is to re-asphalt it and relay an asphalt on it so that the road can be protected. But nobody does that. Most of the monies that are released for maintenance somehow, like I said, don't get down the lane. And I talk about budgeting. I mean, in this country, people in the ministry and all that, it is toward the last quarters, like we are now, towards the last quarters that some money begin to trickle down, and then they'll tell you, you must spend all the monies and all that, and then people begin to rush to do something that's supposed to have been done in dry season. We are now in rainy season.
But I thought your members who know that one defect on the road can affect hundreds of people will be pushing for these roads to be maintained.
An engineer has the responsibility to write a memo in the ministry. That's all he has the responsibility to do. He's going to write a memo and forward it to his director, from the director to the PAMSEC, from the PAMSEC to the minister. And that's
it's not possible that the director or the PAMSEC are engineers. It's not possible.
That they can do what?
It's not possible that the director and the PAMSEC are engineers. It's not possible.
They could be engineers, but what I'm saying is that the responsibility of releasing of fund belongs to those who have been given that responsibility. The responsibility of an engineer is to say this road requires maintenance, and I'm going to write a good report or a memo, and I send it to the appropriate authority. If the appropriate authority do not release money, I don't know, what do you think the engineers will do?
Do you think that, that we're grossly underfunding? Because one of the problems someone might think that Nigeria would have is that we don't seem to have enough local solutions to some of our problems. We tend to import solutions. Do you think that we have enough homegrown solutions to some of the engineering problems that we have?
Yes, we have enough homegrown solutions. Now, let me tell you, the road construction is not a rocket science. And what I mean by rocket science, I mean, there's virtually everything that you need to know. Even though if you are not an engineer, you Google now, you know virtually everything you need to know about road construction. So it's not a rocket science. The issue is sincerity of purpose about we need to do this, and government making sure that it is done, or those who are supposed to make sure that it's done, make sure that it's done. There was a particular government in Lagos State sometimes, you remember during Marwa government, he did something, he decided to patronize Nigerian engineers, and he set up what they call Lagos State Direct Labor Agency. Lagos State Direct Labor Agency, they through direct labor dualized Ikorodu Road, and the road is still in existence today. Through direct labor, because the man was looking at cost. Contractors will give you whatever, and he said, okay, I want to reduce cost. And that happens, and so many roads were amended. He created a task force then that responded quickly to road maintenance. And all this was possible because they were being funded, and they had the government, the backing of the executive, either the governor or the president, not giving address on TV and so billion is released.
Since you've got all these complaints about how the engineers in the country are not being encouraged, the House of Representatives are at the moment going around the country to see to what extent has the budget, the 2012 budget, been implemented? Talking about the capital expenditure, which was budgeted for that. How come the NSC has not taken its case to the House of Representatives?
I think we have taken our case to the appropriate authority. I don't know whether
What would
it
the
is
appropriate authority be?
House of Representatives, because we try to collate the performances from government agencies that are responsible for implementing engineering projects. And when those reports are collated, they are sent to the appropriate authority, not the Senate. I think we relate directly with the ministry. The responsible ministry for roads in Nigeria is the Federal Ministry of Works, you know, and the state counterparts all over the country. And the NSC has been monitoring how the projects are going on. And that's why I gave you the information that naturally less than maybe 10%. I was even citing a CBN report, and out of the 10%, only about 50% of that are actually assessed. Now, let me also tell you this, that we have a major challenge in this country on roads, and it has to do with road capacity. Every road is designed, you know, to carry some level of, you know, loads and all that, and we call it load capacity. And as long as Nigerian government do not face the rail system, we will continue to have, you know, road problem.
All right,
Because
okay, go ahead.
Whichever way you look at it, the amount of haulage going through our roads, there's nowhere in the world that you have that amount of haulage, you know, going through the road.